VoLTE is here. VoLTE is voice over LTE, which basically means clearer calls, faster data, and better connections, and upgraded tech for all of our customers. Stay tuned for more updates. We are Bravado Wireless, and we believe in the power of connection. Quality mobile phone service in Oklahoma is a necessity, not a preference. Bravado Wireless provides nationwide cell phone coverage for a fraction of the price of national carriers. That's why we've been able to service Oklahomans for almost 100 years and counting. Visit bravadowireless.com to find your local store and make the switch today.
Big wireless companies keep getting bigger and bigger, but their coverage where you live is still small. At Bravado Wireless, we provide the best unlimited talk, text, and data for only $40 a month, right here in Eastern Oklahoma. You deserve to connect fast to your family, friends, and colleagues, wherever they are, with no interruptions and no excuses. Don't buy into big. Go bold. Go Bravado. Visit bravadowireless.com or visit one of our stores, where we make it easy to join our family. Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection.
If you haven't heard, we're moving to 5G and shutting down our 3G network. But don't worry, this is a good thing. What you can expect out of this conversion: less dropped calls, crystal clear calls, faster data, and voice and data simultaneously. Unfortunately, some older phones will need to be upgraded to a newer device capable of an eSIM. Contact your local Bravado Wireless store to find out if your device needs to be upgraded or not. And make sure you're following Bravado Wireless on social to stay in the know of our conversion dates. We are Bravado Wireless, and we believe in the power of connection.
We're going VoLTE. If you're not on a VoLTE-compatible device, it's time to stop by your local Bravado store to see if you are eligible for an upgrade. Any phones older than a Samsung 8, an iPhone 7, or 3G data devices all need to be upgraded.
You are called to be bold. You have a right to the best wireless.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Hilldale Fort Gibson Shootout. We are at Carr Odell Park here in Fort Gibson, Oklahoma, at Fort Gibson High School, home of the Tigers. I'm your host, Eric Shannon, along with all the great Bravado people we have here running cameras. I think we have 3 active cameras today, along with a 25-mile-an-hour wind. For game number 2, we have the Oklahoma Christian Saints going up against the OKTAHA Tigers. The Saints will be in all white, and the OKTAHA Tigers will be in blue and gray. OKTAHA will be the home team. At bat right now is Owen Hunter, and he has a 1-1 count on him. About a 20-25 mile an hour wind out of the south. The wind will be gusting more and more as we go on throughout the day. Expect, according to the news this morning and my weather app, expect gusts up to 50 miles an hour by 3 o'clock. Hunter got around on that one. Foul ball over towards our camera behind third baseline. On the pitching mound for the OKTAHA Tigers is Tyler Allen. Two now the count on Hunter. Foul ball just out of play behind the net. Catcher for your OKTAHA Tigers is Darren Ledford. Ledford pitched yesterday. Yesterday, the Saints won both of their games. Excuse me. It'll be ball 3. We'll have a full count on Owen Hunter. The Oklahoma Christian Saints won both of their games. Their early game 10-4 against Skytook, and the late game 12-4 against Sperry. This one fouled back into the screen. And then OKTAHA won their only game yesterday against Skytook. OKTAHA beat the Skytook Bulldogs 14-2. So both teams have played a similar opponent. Strike him out. Hunter thought it was going to be a ball and started to walk. But the first out is a strikeout by Tyler Allen.
Batters now third baseman Spencer Schwandt. Cullen on deck.
Up to bat is Spencer Schwandt. Schwandt playing third base for the Saints. Saints out of Edmond, Oklahoma. Puts this one into play. High fly ball. Second baseman trying to track it. Wind playing with it, but he does. So Schwandt will fly out to second, and just like that, up to the third batter. Coming up, number 6, Jack Cullen. Cullen is playing catcher today. He pitched a little bit yesterday. He pitched and played catcher. So Jack Cullen. If I remember correctly, Cullen had a home run in their late game against Sperry. And as I said on earlier broadcast, if you can get the ball up and out towards the outfield, this wind will carry it somewhat. And we've got like I said, a straight south wind about blowing 20 to 25 miles an hour right now. Rips this one into center field. Center fielder trying to track it, and he does. Great grab by the center fielder for the OKTAHA Tigers, and just like that, 1, 2, and 3. The Saints, or the OKTAHA Tigers, are out of the inning. First 3 batters. Folks, stick around. More action to come as the OKTAHA Tigers will be coming up to bat at the bottom of the first here at BravadoWireless.com.
Hey, you should have been here. Yeah, he broke the school record. It was amazing.
Yeah, I saw it. It was amazing.
What do you mean? How did you see it?
It's on Bravado TV.
Let Bravado Wireless keep you connected with unlimited home internet plans starting at just $49.99 per month. Restrictions apply. See store for details. We are Bravado Wireless, and we believe in the power of connection.
We're at the bottom of the first inning. Cullen had to go back to the dugout to retrieve, looks like his wristband, quarterback wristband.
Leading off for OKTAHA is
Leading off for the OKTAHA Tigers is number 1, Dylan Walden, designated hitter in the hole, or on deck is Maddox Edwards. Walden slaps one to second and will be thrown out for the first out for the bottom of the first inning. As I said, OKTAHA beat Skytook in the early game yesterday, 14-2. They had kind of a slow start and came on later in the game, about second or third inning. I think third inning they scored 10 or 12 runs. First pitch to Edwards is a strike. On the mound for the Saints is Jackson Hill. Edwards fouls this one off, back out of play. Puts this one into play. Center fielder might have a grab, and he does. Edwards will fly out to center field. Wasn't sure if that ball was going to drop or not. The wind held it up. Now up to bat for the OKTAHA Tigers is Hunter Dearman. Dearman playing shortstop for the OKTAHA Tigers, wearing jersey number 11. Ooh, inside pitch, and clipped his arm. Umpire sends him down to first, so he will go down as a hit by pitch. That will bring up Darren Ledford, your catcher for the OKTAHA Tigers. Ledford wearing jersey number 14. And we have the first runner on base of the game, and that is Dearman after getting hit by the pitch. Temperature has rose dramatically. It's 79 here in Fort Gibson. Slaps this one. It's going to drop shallow center. That will move Dearman to second. Ledford will get on base. 2 outs. That'll bring up Tyler Allen, number 22, the pitcher for the OKTAHA Tigers.
2 outs. Batters now the pitcher, Tyler Allen. Christian on deck.
Sorry, allergies kind of got to me there for a second. Tyler Allen at the plate. Umpire's going to call that a strike. Allen has 1 strike on him. Tigers have runners on first and second, 2 outs. So the Saints trying to get out of this. Slaps this one left field, left footer backtracking, and it's going to drop right in the alley. That'll score 1. Dearman comes around to score. Ledford coming around third base, and he will safely come up after Tyler Allen gets a 2-run double. Scores 2 Tigers. So he'll get a 2-run RBI as Dearman and Ledford will score. Up to bat for the OKTAHA Tigers is Kip Christian. Christian is playing center field for the Tigers today, wearing jersey number 15. Christian at bat. Tyler Allen on second after he hit that 2-run double. Swing and a miss by Christian. Oh, 0-2 the count on Christian. 1-2 the count. Excuse me, 2-1 the count. No, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now we'll even the count out 2-2. Pitch high will go to a full count now on Christian. He's trying to find the right pitch. Puts this one into play. High fly ball. Shortstop trying to track it. Center fielder coming in also. And shortstop does come up with it after he trips over the center fielder. So a fly out to shortstop as it will be recorded. And that will end OKTAHA's bottom of the first as they score 2 runs on 2 hits. Folks, stick around. More action to come here at the shootout at Carr Odell Park in Fort Gibson.
Stop by your local Bravado wireless store to discover our current plans and promotions.
Well, dude, I didn't see anything.
We're Bravado Wireless, and we believe in the power of connection.
We're going Volti. If you're not on a Volti-compatible device, it's time to stop by your local Bravado store to see if you are eligible for an upgrade. Any phones older than a Samsung 8, an iPhone 7, or 3G data devices all need to be upgraded.
To the shootout here in Fort Gibson, home of the Tigers at Carr Odell Park.
Leading off the shortstop, Carter Sterling.
Up to bat for the OCS Saints is Carter Sterling, who will be playing, or who is playing shortstop for the Saints. Pitcher on the mound for OKTAHA is number 22, Tyler Allen. He has 1 strikeout. Sterling puts the bat on this one. Second baseman thinks he has it in shallow left, and he does. That'll be 1 out. Jackson Hill up to bat now. Hill is the pitcher for the Saints this game. Wearing number 1 and playing number 1 position. This is Hill's first appearance at the plate. First pitch is a ball. Right back up the middle. This will be a base hit for Hill. That'll bring up Wyatt Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald playing left field. Pinch runner coming in for Hill.
Puts the runner on first, which 1 out. Number 23, Hudson Abel, coming in as courtesy runner for the pitcher. Hill
Hudson Abel will be the
left fielder,
courtesy runner.
Adcock on deck.
Wyatt Fitzgerald, first plate appearance of the game here at the top of the second. This one takes a swipe at it, will foul back over in the parking lot on first baseline. Puts this one in play left field. Left fielder trying to track it. He does. So Fitzgerald will fly out to left field for the second out.
2 outs. Runner still on first
Leaving
base.
Jackson Hill alone on first
That is
base.
first
Up
baseman,
now is Drew Adcock.
Stevens on deck.
Adcock is playing first base for the Saints. Adcock fouls this one off the handle back into the screen. Spencer Stevens is on deck for the Saints. Inside, 1-1 to count. Allen trying to keep close watch on Hill on first base. Adcock's hit, high fly ball to second base, and that will end the top of the second inning as he flies out to second for the third out. We have no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and
Oklahoma,
1 man left on base for the Saints.
1 hit, no errors.
They'll bring bottom
One
of the
man left
second
on
inning.
base.
Coming up to bat is Brody Surmont, Braxton Casey, and Cannon Rubison for the OKTAHA Tigers.
Lineup for Oklahoma will be Sermont, Casey, Robinson.
Coming up next, OKTAHA will stick around as they'll play Fort Gibson on the next game, the 3 o'clock game. And then Fort Gibson will round out the evening playing Skytook at 5:30. OKTAHA beat Skytook 14-2 yesterday. And the Saints beat Skytook 10-4 yesterday, and they also beat Sperry 12-4. First pitch to Surmont is a ball. Second pitch, strike, 1-1. Now the count on Surmont. Ripped down towards third, will go foul into the dugout. Gonna bring the count 1 ball, 2 strikes on Surmont, who's playing first base for the Tigers today. Ooh, that was close, but it is a foul ball. I thought it was going to make it to the bag. Surmont is sure trying to run that line down third base. Let's see if there's any adjustment for the third baseman for the Saints. And this one will hit the gap right between third and short. So the Tigers have a runner on first, and that will bring up Braxton Casey. Casey wearing number 4 and playing second base.
The second baseman, Braxton Casey. Robinson on deck.
Braxton Casey showing bunt and will foul out back into the bleachers. Showing bunt once again, pulls it back. Pitch was inside a ball, 1-1 now the count. Pitch high inside as Casey again shows bunt. Looking for the signs from Coach Roden down on third base. Had a nice conversation with Coach Roden earlier before the game. Showing bunt, Casey, pitch inside high. But I had a nice conversation with Coach Roden. We were talking about he went to elementary school in Muskogee, and he was the third grade marble stacking champion. Casey able to get his bat on that one, trying to bunt it down first baseline. Goes foul. But yeah, he said he was, I believe he said he went to Benjamin Franklin, and he was the champion marble stacker. Fouled off once again, Casey does, as he takes a cut. Kind of stepped out, poked on this one. It's going to drop right in front of the left field, or the right fielder, excuse me. And Casey didn't have a whole lot of confidence in that one, but he stuck his bat out there, able to get himself a single. Moves Sermont around to second. Going to bring up Kenan Rubison.
Right fielder.
Rubison, the right fielder, wearing number 12 for OKTAHA. Rubison shows bunt, takes the pitch. Want to know the count? Lays down a bunt right back to the pitcher. And no go at first. So Rubison will move the base runners around, and he will.
One out. His bunt moves.
Oh, they did call him out at first. My apologies.
Batter is now the designated hitter, Dylan Walden.
But he does move the batter, but move the runners around. We're back up to the top of the lineup. Dylan Walden, who ground out to the second baseman last time up. He has runners in scoring position with one out. Tries to rope this one down first, and it goes foul. One to count on Walden. Two and one to count on Walden. Inside pitch. Make that 3-1, the count on the designated hitter for OKTAHA. Slaps this one right down third baseline out of the outstretched grip of third baseman. That will score Sermont and Casey. And that'll give Walden a 2-run double. One out, now up to bat is Maddox Edwards. Last time up, Maddox Edwards flew out to center field for the second out of the first inning.
Batter is the third baseman, Maddox Edwards.
Runner going. Oh, and it's overthrown on third base. That will bring Walden all the way around to home on a throwing error. And now Walden has scored to push the lead 5-2, stealing third. Strike on Edwards. High pitch, and we'll send Edwards down to first. That will bring a conference out to the mound for the Saints. We'll see what the coaching staff has to say.
We have runner on first base with one out. The batter's shortstop, Hunter Dearman.
Hunter Dearman up to bat for the OKTAHA Tigers, playing shortstop, wearing number 11. This will be his second trip up. He was hit by pitch his first time up, and he scored a run in the first inning. This one, he'll put the bat to it. Bouncer to third base. First base able to dig it out. That'll be the second out of the inning.
2 outs.
It will advance Edwards to second. Brings up Darren Ledford. Ledford, catcher today for the OKTAHA Tigers. He had a single and a run scored in the first inning. Ledford takes that first pitch as a strike. Oh, 0-2 on Ledford. Let's see if the OKTAHA catcher can get on base. 2 outs. Saints trying to get out of this inning. Pitch outside. Jackson Hill has yet to have a strikeout. Pitch way outside. 2-2 now the count. Inside runner will advance to third base. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Ledford. Swing and a miss. Drop ball, third strike, and that will be all for the bottom of the second inning. OKTAHA gets 3 runs in the inning, pushes their lead up to 5-0. We'll be back with the top of the third as the Saints try to put some runs on the board. Stick around, more action here on BravadoWireless.com.
Right now, more than ever, we're choosing to take the back roads and stay off of the beaten path. We're doing all that we can to avoid the crowds and the hustle of the city. While we know that taking the road less traveled isn't for everyone, it's where we feel most at home. Every turn down this road could be challenging, and much like you, we know the harder the challenge, the greater the reward. That's why each and every day, Bravado Wireless is growing our network further down the county roads and down the roads less traveled. We're making sure wherever your road may lead, you're always connected. We are Bravado Wireless, Oklahoma's own wireless provider.
At Bravado Wireless, we don't believe in wasting your time or ours. Our mission is to serve you with honesty and integrity. That's why we offer upfront competitive pricing with no hidden fees in our plans. For $40 a month, you get unlimited talk, text, and data with nationwide coverage. No data caps and no restrictions. No matter if it's your first, second, or third line, you only pay $40 per month per line. All of that with coverage on America's best network. We're your local service provider. Come get to know us. Go bold. Go Bravado.
Welcome back to the Fort Gibson Hilldale Shootout as the OKTAHA Tigers are up on the Oklahoma Christian Saints 5-0. At bat right now for the Saints is Spencer Stevens. This will be his first plate appearance of the game. Currently 2-0 the count on Stevens. Pitcher for OKTAHA is Tyler Allen. Make that 2-1 the count. Stevens slaps this one to third. Third baseman mishandles the ball. So Stevens will get on base with an error on the third baseman.
Stevens makes first base on the error. So they got a runner on first with no outs. Batter is the right fielder, Brandon Orm. Hunter on deck.
Brandon Orm on, or in the box right now. First pitch, swing and a miss. Orm is your right fielder for OKTAHA. This is his first appearance also. Allen looking to keep Steven honest over on first base. Strike number 2, 0-2 the count on Orm. Slaps it back right down the pipe. And they got Stevens going to second. I think he thought it was going to be caught in the air, so he wasn't going, and then he kind of lackadaisically made it over to second base, and they were able to get him out. So Stevens, a mental mistake
Runner on first base.
on base running.
Batter is now the center fielder, Owen Hunter.
That'll bring up,
Swan
with
on
one
deck.
out, Owen Hunter, center fielder for the Saints. There for a second, it looked like Hunter got hit by a pitch. Last time up, Hunter struck out, and that was the first inning. So this is Hunter's second plate appearance. Fouls this one back into the screen. Strike number 2 on Owen Hunter. Hunter faces a 1-2 count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Takes a swipe at this. Third baseman still can't handle that one. Bounced off his glove. Runner will advance. That is Orm will advance to third. So Hunter will get a double, an error by the third baseman once again. So 2 consecutive errors by OKTAHA's third baseman.
Error.
Has runners on second and third with 1 out, and Spencer Schwant at the plate. Schwant flew out to second base last time up.
Cullen on deck.
On deck is Jack Cullen. Cullen puts this one into play in the shallow left. His hit will score 1 and 2. So Orm and Hunter will both score off of the single by Schwant.
The odd single by Schwant scores 2 runs. So we have a run on first with 1 out. The batter is
that'll bring up Jack Cullen.
Sterling on deck.
I misspoke. Said Cullen hit that. It was Schwant that hit the ball into shallow left. Cullen is up to bat now. Has a 0-1 count on him. Allen checking Schwant over on first. Cullen's ball foul. That one had the distance, but just drifted foul. Cullen hit a home run yesterday. I believe it was against Sperry. Pitch low. 1-2 the count on Cullen. Pop up and back out of play. Still 1-2 the count on Cullen. Foul ball back up front. So Cullen is battling with a 1-2 count with the last 2 pitches being foul balls. Swing and a miss, and Cullen will be struck out. That'll be the second strikeout by Allen.
2 outs.
And 2 outs in this inning. That'll bring up Carter Sterling. Carter Sterling, last time up, flew out to second base. First pitch is a ball. Sterling puts the wood to this one. Center fielder's got it. So he will fly out to center field for the third out on the top of the third inning. As the Saints do score 2 runs. There's 2 runs, 2 errors, and 1 man left on base on 1 hit. We'll take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back to Carr Odell Park, brought to you by BravadoWireless.com.
You are called to be bold, to live out loud, to make the most out of every moment. You share these moments with your friends and family, side by side, across town and across the world. We are Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection, coverage, speed, service, the latest technology. These aren't options. They're not special offers. They are obligations to you. We believe in building a community, your community. Bravado Wireless.
Welcome to Bravado Wireless. From right here in eastern Oklahoma, where we provide quality wireless service and nationwide coverage for just $40 a month per line. Where we go above and beyond for you. This is your local service provider. We are Bravado Wireless, and we believe in the power of connection.
Welcome back to the Hilldale Fort Gibson Shootout. We have the Oklahoma Tigers up on the Oklahoma Christian Saints, 5-2.
Christian on deck.
Up to bat is Oklahoma's pitcher, number 22, Tyler Allen. First pitch is a strike. On deck is Kip Christian, and Brody Sermont is in the hole. Pitch inside. Pretty good gust of wind there, and I would say that we're topping 25 miles an hour. As pitcher Jackson Hill lost his ball cap. Pitch high inside, 3-1 now the count on Tyler Allen. Slaps this one right past third baseman. Allen will get a single on the hit past the third baseman. That'll bring up Kip Christian. Last time up, Kip Christian flew out to the shortstop.
That is the center fielder, Kip Christian.
Christian playing center field for the Oklahoma Tigers. First pitch outside. Ooh, took a big cut there. Kip Christian unable to make contact. That'll even up to count 1-1. Cullen trying to pick off Allen on first base. Was close but unsuccessful. 2-1 to count on Christian. Christian fouls this one off out of play. 2-2 is now the count. Check swing doesn't go. They appealed to the field umpire, and he said he did not swing. 3-2 now the count. Full count on Christian. High pitch inside. Christian will take his base, and that will move Allen around to second.
Base on balls, Christian puts runners on first, second, no out.
Runners on first and second. Brody
Shermont
up to bat. Shermont playing first base for the OKTAHA Tigers. Last time up, he had a single and he scored a run. So we have runners on first and second, no outs. That pitch is a strike. Shermont was showing bunt, unable to connect, but he gets called strike. 1-2 now the count on him. Puts the wood to this one, and it will float into right field. It is caught by the right fielder. So he will fly out to the right fielder for the first out of this bottom inning.
1 out. Runner still on first and second. Batter second baseman Braxton Casey.
Braxton Casey is your batter now for the OKTAHA Tigers. He had a single and run scored in the second inning. Casey fouls that one off. 0-1 the count. Pass ball, and that will advance both runners. Cullen was unable to find the ball after it shot past him. So Allen will move to third, and Christian will move to second. Foul ball. 1-2 the count now on Casey. Cullen's going to have a chat with Hill momentarily. I'm sure the wind is not favorable for pitching either. got him swinging. So Braxton Casey will be Hill's first strikeout of the game.
2
It'll
outs.
be the second out.
Second and third.
That'll bring up Kenan Rubison. Rubison
That is right fielder, Kenan Robinson.
grounded out back to the
Walden on
pitcher
deck.
last time up. Pitch in there is a strike. So Hill trying to get the Saints out of this inning without any damage. So he has runners on second and third. 1-1 to count. OKTAHA has Tyler Allen on third and Kip Christian on second. Strike number 2. Can't believe Rubison stayed off of that one. 2-2 now the count. OKTAHA trying to put more runs on the board. They lead 5-2. Saints trying to get out of this inning without allowing any more. And that will do it as he strikes out Rubison. Jackson Hill to 2 consecutive strikeouts to end this inning. We'll take a quick break and we'll be right back after these messages from Bravado Wireless. Stick around, folks. More action to come right here in Fort Gibson, Oklahoma.
There's really only one explanation for businesses who continue to thrive for decades on end, and that's a people-first mentality. Bravado employees live within our existing coverage area just like you. Our kids go to the same schools and play in the same leagues as yours. That's why so much of who we are consists of giving back to our communities, because your community is also our community. We are your family, your neighbors, and your leader in wireless mobility. We are Bravado Wireless, and we believe in the power of connection. Plans backed by the golden rule, treating customers like neighbors. No fine print and no bait and switch. Now that's a bold move. Bravado Wireless.
Welcome back to the Hilldale Fort Gibson Shootout. We are at Carr Odell Park in Fort Gibson. The OKTAHA Tigers lead 5-2 up to bat. Top of the fourth inning. Jackson Hill, pitcher for the Saints. Last time up, he singled. So that makes him 1 for 1 from the plate. First pitch is a strike. This one he puts into play. Center fielder backtracking. Won't get there as it bounces off the wall. He's going to try to stretch this to the triple. Throw in time, but unable to make the grab. And Jackson Hill, helping his own cause, gets a triple off the wall to get the Saints in scoring position.
Triple for Hill, puts runner on.
Wyatt Fitzgerald at the plate now. He flew out to left field. So Fitzgerald can score the runner on third if he just puts it into play.
On third base.
Ropes it right past third base. That will score a run. And he will have possibly a double He does, as the second baseman unable to bring the ball down.
Batter was Wyatt Fitzgerald. RBI double. Scores a run.
Then I bring up Drew Adcock. Adcock, last time up, he flew out to second base. He only has one plate appearance.
Second base with no
So
outs.
Adcock has a runner in scoring position.
He
can cut into this lead even more. Slaps this one over to shortstop. Shortstop's going to gobble it up. Safe, as they say, the first baseman pulled his foot. So Adcock able to run that one out. Advance Fitzgerald to third.
Adcock puts runners on first and third.
And that will bring a visit from the coach to the field umpire. He wants to discuss. So, short discussion. That will bring up Spencer Stevens. Stevens had a single but was thrown out at second. Now the tying run is on first base.
No outs, and the batter is.
And the go-ahead run is at home plate for the Saints. Adcock will still second as Stevens takes ball one. Stevens puts this one into play. High fly ball. Second baseman says he has it. He does. He will not allow the runner to come in. So a fly out for Stevens will be the first out. That'll bring up Brandon Orm.
One out. Runner still on second.
Brandon Orm up to bat. Orm last time had a single and a run scored in the third inning. Inside pitch. Puts this one into play. Fly ball, center fielder, second baseman. Who's going to come up with it? Diving catch by the center fielder. Run will score, and runner will advance to third. So a fly ball brings in one run. So Orm will get credit for an RBI. So they're saying the runner left early, no run. And that will be out number 3 there. All right, trying to get all my books fixed here. So Saints only come out with one run after they say the runner left early. And that will be all for the top of the fourth. We move on to the bottom of the fourth.
The runner left base too early and was thrown out at third. There was no run.
Coming up will be the top of the order, Dylan Walden, Maddox Edwards, and Hunter Dearman.
So OCS got one run on 3 hits, no errors, 1 man left on base. Lineup for OKTAHA, Walden, Edwards, Dearman. That is now the designated hitter, Dylan Walden. Edwards on deck.
Welcome back to the Fort Gibson Hilldale Shootout. Up to bat. Top of the order is Dylan Walden. Walden gives this one a ride. It's got promise. Home run for Dylan Walden. Walden, that'll be his second run of the game and his third RBI of the game.
Dylan Walden.
Walden will push it up to 6-2 now.
Batter is now third baseman.
Now up to bat is Maddox Edwards.
Dearman on deck.
Edwards' last two trips up, he was walked in the second inning, and he flew out to center field in the first inning. Pitch with a strike, 1-1 now the count on Edwards. Oh, Edwards hit by pitch right in the rib cage. So Edwards will travel to first. That brings up Hunter Dearman.
Edwards goes to first base, being hit by the pitch. Batter's now shortstop, Hunter Dearman.
Hunter Dearman wearing number 11, playing shortstop for the OKTAHA Tigers. He's been hit by pitch, and then he grounded out to third base his last appearance. He did score a run in the first inning. One and two, the count on Dearman. Jackson Hill trying to get out of this one, get back to offense. Inside pitch, 2-2 now the count. Temperatures crept up to 81 degrees. It was in the mid-60s when we got here this morning. Foul ball will keep the count at 2-2. Inside pitch, 3-2 the count, full count. Cullen wants to talk to Hill for just a moment. Check swing, and that was a ball. So that will move Dearman to first and move Edwards over to second. no outs.
Based on
That
ball
brings up
Civilian puts runners on first
Darren
and second,
Ledford.
no
Ledford
outs.
struck out last time up and had a
Batter
single in the
the
first
catcher,
inning
Darren Ledford.
and scored a run.
Allen on deck.
That makes him 1 for 2 and a run scored today. Takes a swipe at this one, a dribbler out in front of the catcher. And the umpire called foul ball. I thought it was a fair ball from here. One and one down the count on Ledford. Big swipe by Ledford and fouls off. Inside pitch, no runners going. Two and two, the count. High pitch, be a full count now on Ledford. High pitch. Oh, I guess I got ahead on the balls and strikes here. My apologies. That makes it a nope. That I was correct. Sends him to first base. No outs, bases loaded. That brings up Tyler Allen, who has a 2-run RBI in the first inning and is 2 for 2 from the plate with a double and a single. Bases loaded, no outs for OKTAHA. Pitch is low. 1-1 to count. Two and 1 to count on Allen. Allen 2 for 2 from the plate today. Pitch inside. 2-1 to count. That was ball 4. I guess I was off again. Apologies. And that will walk in a run. Bases still loaded, brings up Kip Christian, who was walked last time up and flew out to shortstop. This will bring coach to the mound to have a discussion.
Base on ball to Allen. Brings a run in. Base is still loaded with no outs.
Coach for the Saints wants to have a little chat and see if we can't straighten everything out. No outs, 0 outs, bases loaded. The score right now, 7-3. The OKTAHA Tigers lead.
Batters now center fielder Kip Christian. Shermont on deck.
Kip Christian, center fielder for the Oktaha Tigers, up to bat now. Drives this one over to the third base dugout. A big hit by Christian can score at least 2. Strike number 2. Christian thought about that one. Stepped out of the box swinging, and he will strike out. So Christian will be the third strikeout of the day for Hill.
1 out.
It will be the first out in the bottom of his 4th inning. That will bring up Brody Sermont. Sermont playing third base. He has flown out last at bat. And then his first at bat, he did have a single. This one, he fouls off his foot. Going to walk it off for just a minute. Umpire checks on him. Sermont shakes it off back into the plate, or back up to the plate. No balls, 1 strike. This one he fouls off as well. And a second consecutive strikeout by Hill, so the visit to the mound does some good for Jackson Hill as he struck out the last 2 batters. And they might get out of this without major damage. Up to bat is Braxton Casey for Oktaha. He struck out last time and had a single in the 2nd inning. He did score a run in the 2nd inning. So Hill may be able to get the Saints out of this without big damage, as they originally had bases loaded with no outs. 2-0 the count. Outside. 3-0 the count. Found a strike zone there. 3 balls, 1 strike, now the count. And that will walk in another run as Casey take a base on balls. That will bring up Kenan Rubinson. Rubinson struck out last time and then ground out to the pitcher in the first inning.
Batter is the right fielder, Kenan Robinson. Walden on deck.
First pitch on him is a strike. Second one got him swinging. 0-2. Now he has to play defense on the plate. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Oktaha up 8-2. And foul ball over to third base. Got him reaching. Foul ball, the umpire says. So he will stay alive at the batter's box. Fly ball will fall out of bounds. Got him swinging, so that will be strikeout number 3 for this inning, and strikeout number 5 for the game for Hill. That will end the bottom of the 4th as we head to the top of the 5th inning. OKTAHA leading 8-3. Folks, we'll be right back after these messages from Bravado Wireless.
Big wireless companies keep getting bigger and bigger, but their coverage where you live is still small. At Bravado Wireless, we provide the best unlimited talk, text, and data for only $40 a month, right here in Eastern Oklahoma. You deserve to connect fast to your family, friends, and colleagues, wherever they are, with no interruptions and no excuses. Don't buy into big. Go bold. Go Bravado. Visit bravadowireless.com or visit one of our stores, where we make it easy to join our family. Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection.
If you haven't heard, we're moving to 5G and shutting down our 3G network. But don't worry, this is a good thing. What you can expect out of this conversion: less dropped calls, crystal clear calls, faster data, and voice and data simultaneously. Unfortunately, some older phones will need to be upgraded to a newer device capable of an eSIM. Contact your local Bravado Wireless store to find out if your device needs to be upgraded or not. And make sure you're following Bravado Wireless on social to stay in the know of our conversion dates. We are Bravado Wireless, and we believe in the power of connection. Quality mobile phone service in Oklahoma is a necessity, not a preference. Bravado Wireless provides nationwide cell phone coverage for a fraction of the price of national carriers. That's why we've been able to service Oklahomans for almost 100 years and counting. Visit bravadowireless.com to find your local store and make the switch today.
Welcome back to the Fort Gibson Hilldale Shootout. We are at Car Odell Park here in Fort Gibson, Oklahoma, Fort Gibson High School. We're at the top of the 5th inning. Up to bat is Owen Hunter for the Oklahoma Christian Saints. This one takes a ride, but it will be foul over down off the left field. The Saints scored 2 runs in the last inning. Bouncer back to the pitcher, and Allen will throw him out.
One out. Batter's third baseman, Spencer Schwant.
Third baseman for the Saints up to bat, Spencer Schwant. Last time out, Schwant had a 2-run single, and his first attempt in the first inning was a fly out to second base. So he's 1 for 2. First pitch is called strike. This one right back off the pitcher's glove to the second baseman, just like they planned it. He will ground out for the second out of the top of the fifth inning.
Now the catcher, Jack Cullen.
Jack Cullen up to bat now. He struck out last time up and flew out in the first inning to center field. Cullen is 0 for 2. One and one now the count on Cullen. Two and one now the count. High pitch, be 3-2 now. Full count on Cullen. Cullen gives this one a ride. And right fielder, what a great catch right in front of the bullseye logo. So Cullen will fly out. And just like that, 1, 2, and 3. Top of the fifth is over, and we will head down to the bottom of the fifth. Coming up for Oktaha, we'll be back to the top of the order, and we'll be back after these messages from Bravado Wireless.
You are called to be bold. You have a right to the best wireless service, high-speed internet, and customer service at a price you can feel good about. At Bravado Wireless, we know this, and that's why we put you and your community first. We are owned and operated right here in Eastern Oklahoma. We live where you live. We proudly connect you to your family, friends, and business partners wherever they are. Dallas, Seattle, Taipei, Toronto, and anywhere else in the world. We are Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection.
Welcome to Bravado Wireless, from right here in Eastern Oklahoma, where we provide quality wireless service and nationwide coverage for just $40 a month per line. Where we go above and beyond for you. This is your local service provider. We are Bravado Wireless, and we believe in the power of connection.
It's about that time. Go! Hey! 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 Women! Hey! 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 The game turned me to a monster. No obstacle that I can't conquer. No! Stop me and watch me go bonkers. Perfect timing to remind us.
Welcome back to the Fort Gibson Hilldale Shootout. We're at Carr Odell Park here at Fort Gibson High School. And a conversation while we took the commercial break
Leading off for
was
Oktaha,
this
designated
wind
hitter,
is
Dylan
incredible.
Walden. Edwards on deck.
It is now blowing over gusts up to 30 miles an hour right now and a steady 22-mile-an-hour wind. The both bullpens that have the temporary fencing up have blown over. So that's how strong the winds are here in Fort Gibson, coming almost straight out of the west. But let's get back to action. Dylan Walden up to bat for the Oktaha Tigers, trying to put this one to bed. A bouncer to second base. Be thrown out. That'll bring up Max Edwards.
1 out. Batters
Edwards has been hit by pitch, was walked in the second, and then flew out in the first. Edwards did score a run in the fourth inning. Inside pitch high. 2-0 the count. Oktaha needs to score 3 runs here, I believe, to end the ball game, if my arithmetic is correct. We do have a new pitcher, and that is Wyatt Fitzgerald, who is now pitching for the Saints. Outside corner, full count now on Edwards. Coming up next will be Fort Gibson versus Oktaha. The game is scheduled for 3 o'clock. And that will be a base on balls with the high pitch there. Edwards will travel down to first.
Base on balls to Edwards. Puts the runner on first with 1 out. Batter is now the shortstop, Hunter Dearman. We have a new pitcher for OCS.
Hunter Dearman up for the Tigers. Last time up, Dearman walked. He was hit by pitch in the first, and he ground out in the second, but he has scored 2 runs. So when Dearman gets on base, he does score. One and one now the count on Dearman. Puts this one into play. Second base has it. Double play opportunity out at second, and called safe at first. Brings up Darren Ledford. Ledford last time up walked, and he does have a single and a run. He's 1 for 2 from the plate with a walk and a run.
Allen on deck.
Strike number 1 on Ledford. Get away from Colin, and that will advance Dearman over to second out of the force opportunity. Pitch high outside for Ledford. That'll even up the. Now the scoreboard shows 2-1. I got 1-1, so we'll go 2-1. Swing and way out of play back behind the stadium. 2-2 the count. Fouls this one off, so Ledford will stay alive at the plate. Ledford was hit by a pitch, hit in the leg. He'll travel to first. That will bring up Tyler Allen. Allen is 2 for 2 from the plate today with a walk, a double, a single, and 2 RBIs.
Ledford goes first.
So
base.
Allen can knock him in. He has not scored himself,
Runs on first and second.
but he has 2 RBIs and has
2
reached
outs.
base all 3 trips to the plate today.
Batter's the pitcher, Tyler Allen. Christian on deck.
Pitch is high. This one will be fouled off back behind first base over in the parking lot. 1-2 now the count. Runners are going. Foul ball by Tyler Allen. Allen puts it in play. Deep fly ball, or shallow fly ball rather. Center fielder able to come up to it. And that will be all for the bottom of the 5th inning. OKTAHA strands 2 runners on base, but unable to score anything. That'll lead us top of the 6th. OKTAHA leading 8-2. Saints looking to make a rally. Coming up is Sterling, Hill, and Fitzgerald. Stick around. More action to come at BravadoWireless.com.
You are called to be bold, to live out loud, to make the most out of every moment. You share these moments with your friends and family, side by side, across town and across the world. We are Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection, coverage, speed, service, the latest technology. These aren't options. They're not special offers. They are obligations to you. We believe in building a community, your community. Bravado Wireless.
Hey, you should have been here. Yeah, he broke the school record. It was amazing.
Yeah, I saw it. It was amazing.
What do you mean? How did you see it?
It's on Bravado TV.
Let Bravado Wireless keep you connected with unlimited home internet plans starting at just $49.99 per month. Restrictions apply. See store for details. We are Bravado Wireless, and we believe in the power of connection.
Big things are happening. As promised, VoLTE is here. VoLTE is Voice over LTE, which basically means clearer calls, faster data, and better connections, and upgraded tech for all of our customers. Stay tuned for more updates. We are Bravado Wireless, and we believe in the power of connection.
Welcome back to the Fort Gibson Hilldale Shootout. We're here at Fort Gibson High School, Carr Odell Park, where we have gusts of 30-mile-an-hour winds right now.
Top of the sixth, shortstop Carter Sterling, Hill on deck.
We have had consistent winds of 20, 25 miles an hour, but right now we're having gusts up to 30, over 30. Tyler Allen is still your pitcher for OKTAHA. Up to bat for the Saints is Carter Sterling. Sterling puts the bat on this one. Left fielder trying to track it. And umpire says he did catch it. Had to do some fancy footwork before he pulled that one down.
One out.
That'll bring up Jackson Hill.
Batter is now Jackson Hill.
Jackson Hill had a triple last time up and scored a run. First pitch is a strike. One and one to count on Jackson Hill. Puts this into play, and it will drop into the alley. Center fielder will come up with it. So Jackson Hill
Single for Hill.
has gone 3 for 3 on the day. Up to bat now, it's Wyatt Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald is 1 for 2 with a RBI and a run. First pitch is a strike on Fitzgerald. Saints here, top of the sixth. Need to score some runs to keep this game going. That one, if it is fair, nope, it will go foul. I was going to say if it was fair, man, he could probably score Hill on that one. Fitzgerald's swipe goes foul. 0-2 the count. Almost a pick off on first by Allen, trying to keep Hill honest. Swing and a miss on Hill, and that will be all as Fitzgerald will strike out.
Batter's now first baseman.
That'll be Allen's third strikeout of the game. Up to bat now for the Saints is Drew Adcock. Adcock had a double last time up. And easy out at first base right there as he grounds out to second base. That'll bring up Kip Christian, Brody Shermont, and Braxton Casey for the OKTAHA Tigers as we are in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Lineup for OKTAHA: Christian, Shermont, Casey. Leading off, center fielder Kip Christian, Shermont on deck.
Kip Christian up to bat for the OKTAHA Tigers. First pitch is a strike. Last time up, Christian struck out. He is 1 for 2 from the plate with a fly out in the first inning and a base on balls in the second inning, or the third inning, excuse me. Oh, 1-2 the count on Christian. Christian trying to put the Tigers up and put this game to bed early. Outside pitch. 1-2. Second one, a chopper to second base, and will be out. So Christian will ground out to second for the first out of the bottom of the 6th inning. That'll bring up Brody Shermont. He has struck out once, flown out, and reached on base with a single and scored a run in the second inning. So he is 1 for 3 on the day. Two and one to count. Three and one to count. Just out of the reach of the third baseman. Shermont will reach first.
Single for Shermont, puts runner on first base with 1 out. Looks like we have a pinch runner. Number 2, Dallas Hamilton. running for Samant at first base.
Braxton Casey, inside pitch.
Robinson on
1-0 the count on him. Chopper to shortstop, double play opportunity for the Saints. Out at second, doesn't make the throw to first. So Casey reaches base. That'll bring up Cannon Robeson. He has a strikeout. He struck out twice and grounded back to the pitcher.
So we have 2 outs, runner on first. The batter is right fielder Cannon Robertson.
They're going to call, I believe, a balk on the pitcher, and that will advance the runner to second. So Braxton Casey will get out of the force opportunity. That'll bring the coach out to have a discussion with the field umpire. Looks like a cordial exchange there. Robeson at the plate, runner on second, 2 outs. Pitch outside. Pass ball, that will advance the runner to third. 2-0 the count. High pitch makes it 3-0. And once again called for a balk, and that will send Casey home. And a walk on Robinson will send him to first. Bring back top of the
Base on
order,
ball for Robinson, puts runner on
Dylan
first base.
Walden.
And 1 run scored. Batter is the designated hitter, Dylan Walden.
Once again, they're going to call Fitzgerald for a balk, and that sends runner to second. At the plate is Walden. Swipes it. Second baseman has it. Gobbles it up, and that gets the Saints out of the inning. 1 run was scored.
Stop by your local Bravado Wireless store to discover our current plans and promotions.
Well, dude, I didn't see anything.
We're Bravado Wireless, and we believe in the power of connection.
We're going Volti. If you're not on a Volti-compatible device, it's time to stop by your local Bravado store to see if you are eligible for an upgrade. Any phones older than a Samsung 8, an iPhone 7, or 3G data devices all need to be upgraded.
Welcome back to the Fort Gibson Hilldale Shootout.
Leading off, the second baseman.
We're at
Spencer
Carr
Stevens.
Odell Park in Fort Gibson. At the bat is number 4, Spencer Stevens. No, excuse me, number 7. Should be number 17, Spencer Stevens. I think we've had a substitution here. That is number 4. I don't have him on this book. Braden McGowan. So Braden McGowan is subbed in for Spencer Stevens.
Looks like the batter is now number 4, Braden McGowan.
Batter calls time. Had to bring the count even up at 2-2 on McGowan. Fly ball out of play. 2-2 still the count. Swing and a miss, so strikeout number 4 for Allen.
1 out.
Allen has gone the distance for OKTAHA.
Batter's now the right fielder, Brandon Orm.
Brandon Orm now up to bat
Hunter on deck
for Oklahoma Christian. Deep fly ball, center fielder tries to track it, and he will have it. So Orm, first pitch, will fly out. And that will bring us back to the top of the order, Owen Hunter.
2 outs.
Hunter's going to try to
Batter's
get
now
something.
center fielder, Owen Hunter. Schwand on
Trying to
deck.
get something going for the Saints. Hunter is he's 0 for 2. He did reach base in the 3rd inning on an error. But he ground out in the 5th, struck out in the 1st, and then he had a ball hit to the 3rd baseman, which was mishandled. He did score in the 3rd inning. 0-2 now the count. Tries to rope this one down third base, doesn't work. And with 2 outs, Saints desperately need to get some something going. As they are down 9-3. Trying to get it down that third baseline. Hunter fouls it out once again. Swing on and a miss, and that will end it for this ball game, folks. As the OKTAHA Tigers beat the Oklahoma Christian Saints 9-3. Coming up next for our 3 o'clock game is Fort Gibson versus OKTAHA. Folks, stick around. For myself, Eric Shannon, and all the Bravado workers here, the cameramen and people in the trailer, we appreciate you watching. Stick around. More action to come coming up next here at Bravado Wireless.
This broadcast is a copyright of Bravado Wireless. This game and broadcast should not be reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed without the express written consent of Bravado Wireless and its management.